Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Welcome to this Sunday morning meeting, and it's the meeting 74th chapter meeting of Globetrotters Toastmaster Club. And now I want to share some rules and regulation of Toastmaster. My dear Toastmasters and guests, please rename yourself Toastmaster prefix TM to your name, guest as guest to your name, and other role players and speakers prefix to your name as per your roles. Please mute yourself unless it is your turn. Do not turn on your video if it's not required, and if your video is on, please maintain proper posture. Do not talk about sex, religion, or politics in a derogatory manner. Now, I would like to share the mission of the club. Here, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skill, resulting a greater self-confidence and personal growth. My dear friends, today I would like to share an important information. Today is 2nd April, World Autism Day. It's an developmental disorder, especially brain developmental disorder. As per World Health Organization report, about 1 in 100 children has autism. Sometimes characteristics may be detected in early childhood, but autism is often not diagnosed until much later. Evidence-based psychosocial interventions can improve communication and leadership social skills with positive impact on the well-being and quality of the life of the both autistic people and their caregivers. In this 2023, the theme of the World Autism Awareness Day is transforming the narrative. Contributions at home, at work, in the art, and in policy making. A call to bring up awareness about autism, thus accepting and supporting autistic people in the society and workplace. And it's now the time to welcome one person who is there in Toastmaster past 2 years, a marketing access manager by profession. He is my mentor and a very kind-hearted person. If you are in problem, any kind of problem it is, you can call him and he is always there to help you. He is always ready to take your phone. Who is none other than our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Our presiding officer, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Sir, this e-podium is all yours. Please take your roles.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please Toastmaster family and also Toastmaster Okay.
Yeah, you're thank.
So in that note, actually, I know that's Yeah, Jennifer, I'm actually sweating. Good morning, ma'am. So today, we know that that's our theme of our meeting. Are you okay? That is very much relevant to our you. We all are the dreamer. Even my topic is also there. So in that note, actually, just share some of the statistical data. It will really help you. And one report that's success rate for your dreams, or maybe what is your resolution for the new year. That's restricted to only 8 to 9%. But we need to try to find out what are the reason behind that. Study also suggests that most of the people that lost their resolutions by the mid of February. Within a 45 days, most of the people lost their resolutions. 5% lose motivations. Why I'm sharing this data? Try to what is the reason that and reflect yourselves. 28% are showing busy that they're not able to whatever dream they have for the year. 17% people they set the priorities and goals for the year, and within a 45 days they are shifting their goals and priorities. And only 10% are the other reasons. So most crucial component which I'm talking about, that 45% plays a very important role, lose motivations. The questions I'm just asking to all of you, why this is happening? I just want to ask, we have expertise for the domain of HR point of view, DTM Jennifer Helen Post. What is your point of view? Why this is happening? Why people are not achieve their goals or resolution path?
Thank you for that opportunity to speak about this topic. I feel that people are less motivated because their focus is not very strong. Most importantly, if you have a good focus on what you're doing and you take things one at a time rather than getting overwhelmed by too many things at one go, that is the main cause of diversion, and it leads to you multitasking too many things, juggling too many things. It becomes very difficult. We all need to understand we're human, and hence we need to be able to just do one or two things perfectly rather to take on everything and not do them perfectly. So that is my opinion. Stay focused. Remember that it all adds up. So go with what is important. So obviously it's very necessary for you to plan as to what is important and what you need to focus at the right time. So timing, planning, and focus is what I would say is the main thing to help people overcome their not achieving their goals. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your personal experience with us. And I totally echo with you. And I think it's important. One of the important things is you are talking about urgent and important metrics. We all are aware of that, which are the importance and urgent metrics. But people, I'll just share the data from the Harvard Business School data only. It suggests that age group between 25 to 35, people are spending time on social media 2.5 hours in a day. 2.5 hours. And I'm not talking anything against on this, but some positive side also there. The time people spending time on hours, that is irrelevant, not in positive note. So why I'm telling that? Because we need to prioritize our time management. That's important. Which is the most important work that just 20% work, but weightage is almost 80%. I think that part we need to take care first. So absolutely. So that's the reason, and your point is well taken. Anyone want to share anything, your point of view? Cities, or maybe Toastmaster Madhurima, or maybe Toastmaster Janendra. Can you share your point of view? Anyone?
Yes, I would like to add what Madam has just said, that we sometimes take too lofty goals at a time, and I think the idea is to take smaller steps, probably uh, prioritizing goal for a day, then for a week and month, then probably just like Madam said, that we are too overwhelmed with the goals, the pressure of the goal itself, so that sometimes it does not it will not give the right kind of motivation and inspiration. So like for example, if you want to stop smoking at one go, it will not be possible. So probably reducing the number of cigarettes that you smoke each day, and then to finally stopping that bad habit. I think no, taking too lofty goal will be very detrimental, and you will not be able to achieve your goal. So I think taking smaller steps every day will help you, and will give you the right motivation. So that's what is my idea.
Great. So just because you have recently joined to our family members, as a family members, just a little bit introduction so each and everyone know
Sure.
more about.
Yeah. So hi, my name is Janendra Chaudhary, and I hail from the capital of India, Calcutta. I did school from Calcutta itself. After that, I had done my engineering from West Bengal University, and I worked for a software firm as a software engineer for about a year. And post that, I did my MBA in finance and marketing. So predominantly, I have close to 8 and 9 years of experience after that, and my major predominantly I've worked in sales and business development roles. Currently, I'm associated with the liquor industry. I'm working as a senior manager in Diageo, and I'm looking forward to have a great association with Toastmasters. So that's about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Toastmaster Madhurima, are you audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just want to know from your point of view, and after that, your introductions for the understanding.
Improving my motivation, like adjust my goals to focus on things that really matters for me, and improve my confidence also.
Great. And welcome to GTC family. Just a small introduction about you, your background.
I'm very much Chakravarti. I just joined my job like Reliance Silicon Life Insurance Company as an HR executive, and I'm unmarried. Before that, when I stayed in Gurgaon, that time I joined.
Thank you. Thank you. And welcome for attending to your first meeting as a Toastmaster.
Thank you.
So absolutely right. So it's all about goal setting. You should prioritize your goal setting, values of your goals, and with proper action plans. And then you need to follow the MTRR model. You should measure your whatever goal you have in your career. T for target, review, and then one part is important, the reflection, the progress, whether it's happening or not. That is on monthly basis or whatever possible way you want things. So with that note, that's why actually I'm just, because this is very important topic, I think, and to becoming a better version of yourself, we think like that. So I hope that's our TMOD is already joined. Shruti, are you there? I think, yeah. So that's important. I talk about this thing because if you manage your time properly, so you can do many things within this timeline. So with that, I think, I think maybe I don't know why this is happening. Maybe some network problem. I don't know. So better, I think I just welcome Jennifer, ma'am. I know so she is an amazing leader. If you want to live your life, it's a great example. Today, we already discussed with all about that. We know that's our topic. I think that will, once again, I think Shruti not yet joined.
You can call her, just check what's happening.
She told that she'll be joining in 10:20.
Yeah,
So,
it's already 32. So you can just give her a call, and otherwise someone can step in. I thought it was the TTM role.
Yeah,
but
sure.
my-
This is
Yes.
Sushmita, ma'am. I can,
Sushmita,
I can take
Sushmita can set
for 5 to 10 minutes.
if she no TMOD. If you take it, you'll have to take the full thing. Just
so better, I think we should not, I think she'll be joining soon. Better, I just want to hand over the podium today to our mentor, even mentor for our district 124. She has almost more than 30 years of experience in the corporate world. Most of the time, she spent time with Tata Consultancy Service, more than 27 years in a single organization and working as a HR head on department. She completed MBA from National Institute of Management in the year 2012. She's also diploma teachers training program. She's doing a lot of things. If I'll just go through the details of DTM Jennifer Helen, we should be inspired from her. So without actually, I just want to hand over the podium to Jennifer, ma'am, to explain your role as a G. I hope that by the time our TMT will join, so we don't want to waste time.
I think she's already joined. I can see her photo there. Hi, Shruti.
Hello, Jenny ma'am. Hello, everyone.
Okay, Minal. Now you are relieved she's joined.
Okay, so I just, without further ado, I just want to hand over the podium to our area director, marketeer by professions, Shruti Srivastav. So Toastmaster Shruti, podium is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mrinal. And I'm extremely sorry for being late. This is a very much hard-earned Sunday for each one of us. And what happens on Sundays is you either take care of some stuff at home, or you dismantle things at home, or you try to clean something, and that is what I was doing. And which is why I'm like, so good morning, each and everyone here. Wishing you a very happy Sunday, and thank you so much for being so patient and coming to this meeting. And my name is Shruti Srivastav, and I will be your host for the next 2 hours and taking you forward in this meeting. Like any Toastmasters meeting, there are 3 sections. In this section, we are going to be having various speakers coming up on stage and sharing their impeccable style of speaking. And I'll tell you where I'm coming from, where I'm saying impeccable. Because today we have someone who is synonym of impeccable, who is a synonym of marvelous. And you can just tell me, Shruti, shut up. We know who you're talking about, but I'll come to that later as well. And look at the bright smile there, because this person knows whom I'm talking about. But I will also tell you that in today's meeting, like I was talking about, three sections. The first section will be a prepared speech section, wherein we'll have speakers coming in up on stage who have gone through, say, a week or 3 days or 10 days of rigorous training with their mentors and delivering and presenting their project in front of us. There will be an evaluator who will be evaluating them. The second section will be a section which is impromptu speaking section, that is also known as table topic section. And in that section, the good news is that our guests can also participate. And the third and the most important section is where you stop, reflect, and incorporate the feedback that you would receive from our general evaluator. So moving forward, I want to take 20 more seconds before I come to the general evaluator and introduce them. uh, I want to ask some of you, how are you feeling today? Just like, let's have a quick check-in with ourselves. How are you feeling today? Go ahead, Toastmaster Madhusudan.
Feeling very energized.
Energized. Thank you so much. I would appreciate one word response, and I would also love to see all of your lovely faces, because I'm not going to close my phone no matter how sweaty I look like. You have to bear with this face for the next 2 hours or something. So how are you feeling today, Movani?
I'm very much happy because today I'm meeting my family members. Okay.
How are you feeling today, Arindam?
Richer than yesterday by the experiences that I am in with currently. So I am feeling richer than yesterday
Thank you
because
so much, Arindam.
I am with a lot of good people.
Thank you so much, Arindam. And the moment he said richer, he works in a bank, let me tell you. And yesterday was the first day of the new financial year. I'm like, oh, he must have saved a lot of tax, which is why he's feeling very much richer. Okay, jokes apart. And Jenny, ma'am, how do you feel today?
I feel very blessed to be here today.
Amazing. I'm asking these questions to all of you because of today's theme. Today, I'm going to ask, are you okay? Are you okay is going to be my theme, and I'm being very direct because this theme is all about asking yourself, am I okay? How am I doing? And also asking others whom you care about. I was watching a video by Mark Manson. How many of you have read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a... I cannot say that in Toastmasters. We have to be politically correct. You have read? Okay. So if you have read that book, I would request you to also watch his videos on YouTube. In one of these videos, he was mentioning that the biggest thing that we look at the end of our lives when we are at our deathbed is love. And there is no formula for love, just the fact that you learn how to care, and you learn to show to the people you care for that you care for them. Like we are here, like Jenny ma'am is here, she's spending 2 hours for us because she cares for us. She cares for the fraternity of Toastmasters. Like Toastmaster Mrinal is here because he cares for us, because he wants his club to grow. Toastmaster Shushmita is here on a Sunday morning because she cares for us. This is a way that people show that they care for us. And that is what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to be patronizing about how you should love and how you should show your love, because all of us know. Your mother must have cooked a nice machir jhol for you and would have said, oh, my son is having a bad stomach day and I'm going to feed him with the simplest of machir jhol and rice. Machir jhol means a curry made up of fish with a very light spices. Or the moment you might be showing love to your partner by bringing them some flowers or maybe their favorite pastry or something like that. There is no rocket science when you want to show that you love someone. And this is what also asks people, are you okay? So right after this meeting, I would want you to take one action, and I'm not going to tell you what. That action should come from you, and you're going to tell me after the end of this meeting. So stay tuned here because this is going to be really interesting. And with this, I want to call upon someone on stage who's going to take this meeting forward. No, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'm not going for cleaning abhiyan or anything, but someone who is going to take this meeting forward and help us understand that where we need to pause and where we need to reflect on our improvements and incorporate them into our speeches. And I'm sure I'm also going to get a lot of feedback, and that I'm going to incorporate in my Toastmaster speech next time that I'm there in a club. So with this, please help me welcome immediate past district director, district mentor of 124. I don't know how many times distinguished Toastmaster that this person has been. Someone who has been a mentor, Ma Saraswati, for all the Toastmasters fraternity of Calcutta, if I may say, because anyone and everyone would know this person for her kindness, for the gratitude that we all feel for having her here in this region. And also, I know that can always walk up to her and go and ask and share my problems or any situation that I have, and she's going to guide me with the best of her ability. And with this, please put your hands together and give her a huge round of applause because she deserves it. Distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer Helen Ghosh. Over to you, Jenny ma'am.
Thank you so very much, Shruti. That was a wonderful, wonderful introduction. And no better than having you introduce me on a Sunday morning where I had to wake up early just because Minal told me to come for this meeting. I'm normally a night owl and I stay up till quite late and I get up also quite late because now I'm an old lady and I don't feel I have that much of responsibilities that I need to carry out. So my sons are quite big, grown up. And as you know, as we grow older, the other generation moves out and, the family becomes smaller. So less responsibility. On that note, today I'm your general evaluator. And it is my privilege to be here so that I can give you what you're doing good as part of being a club and what can be improved so that you take your club to that level of excellence step by step. These evaluation sections are basically, as you know, we have personal evaluators for speeches, and we have also the godmother and godfather of the evaluation section. So today I am the godmother here, and I am going to do my job to the best of my ability. But guys, I cannot do this stupendous job in an excellent manner if I don't have an excellent team supporting me. Remember that teamwork is the dream work. And hence, I have a dream team who's going to help me today perform this role as the GE in the best of manner. I'd like to go to my first role player, who is Toastmaster Kamal, and he is doing the role of a timer. So I'd like to ask Kamal to introduce himself briefly, and please tell us what his role defines. Thank you, and over to you, Kamal.
Thank you, and good morning, Madam General Evaluator. Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I am the timer of this meeting, and as a timer, my role is to time the prepared speech, evaluation, and table topics. For prepared speech, there is the time limit varies as per the project. For instance, we have icebreaker speech today. For that, the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. And for prepared speech, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds, both on upper and lower side. For evaluation, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes with grace period of 30 seconds, both on upper and lower side. And for table topic speech, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes with grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side only. And I will show my report as I will show my card as a background. Let me just show. So whenever there is a time, I will show my green card like this, yellow like this, and red like this. Okay. So I will present my report at the end when Madam General Evaluator will ask for it. Thank you, and over to you, Madam.
Thank you. Let's give it up for Kamal. What a wonderful way of expressing his role and also showing us the cards. Kamal, that red card will stay on till the speaker completes his or her speech. So thank you so very much for that. The next person coming up to help me is none other than Shijik. In fact, I had to ask him, how should I pronounce your name? Because there is a K in front of that SHI. And he was very sweet and humble as to tell me how I should stress on the K and pronounce his name. So, Shijit, I hope I have pronounced your name correctly. So today you are the R counter. I'd like you to briefly introduce yourself and tell everybody here on the platform what you're going to do for us in terms of being our R counter.
Thanks a lot, Madam General Evaluator, for the introduction. You were quite accurate with the pronunciation, but I guess it's Kshitij, if it's audible. Yeah. So today, good morning, everyone. My fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the R counter for today, and my role as the R counter is to look for words that we use as crutch and filler words between during our speeches and between sentences to fill up this space. As the R counter, I'll be looking for words such as and, so, like, and So, and I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by Madam General Evaluator. Thanks a lot.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Come on, guys. Bring the energy on. Let's give it up for our very, very own R counter today, Shijit. All right. Now I will move on to the next role player is going to help me. And that is none other than our grammarian. Now, friends, let me tell you, we have an expert person here who's going to help us keep a track on our good usages and not so good usages of grammar. Toastmaster Madhusudan, may I invite you on the stage to please tell us what you're going to do for us today. Over to you.
Thank you for the introduction, madam. Good morning to you. Good morning, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and to the language usage. I will also pay close attention to the correct usage or good usage of sayings, thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. Today, the word of the day is concern, which means worried or nervous about something or something which makes you feel worried. An example of the use of the word concern is there is growing concern about pollution in our cities. Every speaker and guest is requested to use the word of the day, that is concern, in their speeches, and also request members to show thumbs up or applause when word of the day is used during the course of the meeting. I will also mention the word of the day in the chat box for the benefit of all, and I will give my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much. Let's put it together to thank our grammarian today, Madhusudan, for giving us such a clear, defined role description. On that note, the last team member who's going to help me today is none other than active listener. And I'm coming across this role for the very first time in a very long time. And I'm very happy that we have an active listener today here. I'd like to invite Pooja. Pooja, please tell us what you're going to do as part of this role. Thank you, and over to you.
Good morning, ma'am. First of all, I would like to say you are not looking older. You still look very young. Oh, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. This is my role, and my responsibility is to record the various events from the meeting. And during the general evaluation session, I will be asking a few questions based on the events to check how active you all are around the session. This is the fun and interactive session over the both Toastmasters and our guests. So to make the most of it, please do listen actively. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. That was very sweetly put, and I am looking forward to hearing your report at the end of this, towards the end of this session. I am actually concerned because time is running short for us and we need to quickly get on with the session. So I'll hand it back to Shruti on that note. Thank you. And we come back to see you all at the end of the session. Over to you, Shruti.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer Helen Ghosh. And I absolutely agree with what Pooja said, that you are the eighth wonder of the world, for us, at least, if not for everyone, but for us, definitely. So, moving forward in this meeting, I'm not going to talk much right now. Like I said, I want you to evoke an emotion or take an action in this meeting, or after this meeting for that matter. With this, we move forward to our first section of the meeting, that is the prepared speech section. And I'm going to bring forward two speakers today with with their evaluators, and who will be delivering their speeches. So I would like to call upon stage the evaluator of the first speaker, who is Toastmaster Banker, Toastmaster who has saved lots of tax, and someone who is also going to be representing Globetrotters Toastmasters Club in the table topic contest. So, can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Arindam as the first evaluator and tell us the speech objectives? Over to you, Arindam.
Please keep the applause going for Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you so much for such a humbling introduction. So, I am very fortunate to be the first evaluator of today's speaker. And the speaker today, in concern, is a member who is delivering his icebreaker speech from the Pathway Innovative Planning. And timer, please note the time limit for the speech shall be 4 to 6 minutes. I will provide my evaluation at the end of the day when called upon by the general evaluator. Till then, do listen to the first icebreaker after a very long time in our club. So with that, back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindam, for that lovely introduction. And as you just mentioned, that this is going to be an icebreaker. So before I bring upon our speaker for this speech, I would request all of you that once the speech ends, please unmute yourself while the speaker is still on stage. After finishing their speech, unmute yourself and give them a huge round of applause lasting for at least 15 seconds. If it were a physical club, all of us, remember, all of us would stand up and give a huge round of applause to the speaker who's delivering their icebreaker speech, because let's accept it, it is not easy to come up on stage and share your story out, right? So we are going to do that. And with this, I would like to call upon stage someone who is probably very new to the club in the Toastmasters fraternity, would like to ask the new Toastmaster here, Toastmaster Kanka. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, madam, correctly.
Okay. Kanka, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, I am feeling good, ma'am. Thank you.
You're feeling good? Of
Yes.
course, we are going to be feeling super good after your speech, and would like to request you to tell me your speech title as well, please.
Yeah, I am going to speak upon my ice-breaking speech today. So I titled it "Ice Breaking After April Fool's Day."
Amazing. So I will introduce our first speaker, Toastmaster Kanka Goswami. Ice breaking after April Fool's Day. Ice breaking after April Fool's Day. Toastmaster Kanka Goswami. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, madam, for giving me this opportunity to speak. I am Konko Goswami. I am presently researching with the field of welding technology for electric vehicle battery assembly application at Jadavpur University. I like to browse the internet, prefer to socialize offline, and I respect all castes, creed, religion, gender, and cultures. However, above all, I pursued scientific thinking and knowledge. I was speaking to one of my friend one day on a terrace, and he pointed out that I have a problem with my speech delivery. I became concerned and followed it up, and my thoughts, I analyzed that my thoughts have multiple choice option to come out as words. But when I put it in writing, I scribble more and I write less. And I realized that I require some help and found Toastmasters.org. Thanks to Toastmaster Mrinal and the GTC members for your warm welcome to the group. And I am focused on improving my interpersonal skills, my time management skills, and public speaking skills in this podium. I think it would help me in my career option as a researcher and also as an academician, which I am aimed for now. So I have enrolled in innovative planning pathway and taking up this ice-breaking speech today. The title of the speech is Ice-Breaking After April Fool's Day, because today is 2nd of April. And we need to reflect upon or be concerned with the practical jokes that we have participated in yesterday and the days before that. Herein, I'm going to talk on my favorite topics like science, economics, business, and human psychology, and debunk some social lacunae or devil's deeds, I say. I would like to begin with fear and superstition. Despite debunking several Babajis I have seen in my lifetime, India is thriving on Babas, and significant population of our country is superstitious. So the fear, I have seen that fear brings families together. It is very much unfortunate, and it is an important element of social bonding, and cultivating superstition among the like-minded is the norm, or one of the practical social interactions that I find in every day. I am a victim of such mythical fright. I remember in my school days, I used to madly search for myna birds for getting common questions in my exams. Even I counted odd or even mynas in a flock to console myself when I found it even number. I don't act foolish anymore. I feel proud about it, thanks to science, or rather lack of it in that. Business is another opportunity that feeds on this fear. Like mosquito is attracted to O positive blood type. I know there are insurance agents over here, or people working in insurance, but I have a small story about it. So one fine morning, you are at your tea, enjoying the Sunday with bad news in the news print, and the doorbell rang, and the insurance agent is smiling at the door. After you offer him tea and breakfast, you sit comfortably with a family on the drawing room couch and discuss insurance. So the day begins with a term policy pitch. What if you die tomorrow? And you look upon the timid faces of your family members and ghastly staring with disbelief, as if you are already a dead man taking financial decisions. And well, the insurance company has statistically identified you as a siphon of cash and trust signs that you would not claim your money before the investment maturity, so making a hefty profit out of it. So betting on your life on science, the company makes money, and in the fear of you losing it, you spend money. It's just an observation. Another observation is about economics. Economics is rather a fine, fascinating subject, unless you follow the policy makers implementation. And believe me, it is a very chronic depression if you follow it. And in that depression, you think that I should be running the country in that delirium. So I want to share with you one of the chronic depression episodes that occurred to me. Our country's GDP has crossed 3 trillion mark and aiming for 5 trillion economy through Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. However, an article by Oxfam titled Survival of the Richest shows the reality. The article says just 5% of Indians own more than 60% of country's wealth, while the bottom 50% population possess only 3% of the wealth. I got interested and went out to do the math. So I started calculating my country's share. You know, I am one man in the bottom 50% of the population, that is computed as 70 crore. And we are sharing 3% of the national GDP, that is coming as 9,000 crore in USD. So the computation works out that we are left with 128.57 USD only in our account. That computes to around 11 or 10,200 or to 300 rupees. So I understand why I got a rupees 20 deduction as I was going to pay for a new mobile phone. Yeah. So then the depression continues. So I want to end this topic now and with a dismal observation of the devil's dance to keep us healthy, wealthy, and happy. You know, powerful satanic forces like consumer bias and dishonest marketing strategies that businesses use to systematically fool us. The pharmaceutical industry produces drugs and cosmetics for pennies and sells in pounds at a global scale. Some may say that it is the research and development cost that we are paying, but still after 30-40 years of the invention, the prices increase. I urge you to study the disparity in price between generic drugs and branded ones. And again, the industry experts say that we are paying for the reliability of the drug. Doctors and nurses attend the midnight Sabbath with the Satan's network of business and benefiting from the fear, doubt, and incompetencies of our hopeless chimpanzees around as we look. So lawyers are defending everyone, shouting, justice is not the law. For instance, let me show this harmless product. It is a earbud made by Johnson's and Johnson's company. So the label says over here, do not insert into the ear canal or the nose, but still they are marketing it as earbuds. And they have shown a forbidding graphic also in this, if you are able to see. So the ear, do not insert it. Another cheating strategy is buy one, get one free. The marketing campaigns. I have followed a pizza company who sells 9-inch pizza and 2 5-inch pizzas at a slightly discounted price. I computed their expenditure on making those 5 inches pizza. It is 3.24 times less. So, and they sell it 5 times faster because of the less preparation time. That is a hefty profit of 324%, and they are happy to give you 20% discount. And we are thrilled to take the deal. The only murky light in this dismal picture of our society is that God lies very deep asleep within every human being. Only he will enlighten only those persons who are alert, aware, and curious in their mind, and cast away the darkness from darkness of hell. So therefore, the defamed members of the Rebels Club, the politicians, intellectuals, academicians, public servants, and all the professionals of our society. I wish them all belated April Fool's Day, and they let them enjoy the damnation without relief for eternity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fonko. And that was wonderful, of course. We will move on to the next speaker who is going to be up on stage. But before we do that, someone is here in the waiting room in the lobby. And before we do that, I'm going to call upon stage the evaluator of the second speaker, someone who is, I'm not going to say about the usual introduction, but someone who is a juggler. Maybe all of us are, but let me tell you, a juggler in so many ways, at so many levels, in Toastmasters, at home, at work, and whatnot. So these are just three tabs that I just mentioned, and I'm not sure how many other things that this person is juggling. But when I asked them that, are you okay? She told me, I'm juggling between too many things. And that was her one word thought of us saying, are you okay? So please welcome Toastmaster Sushmita on stage as the evaluator number 2. Over to you, Sushmita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti, for telling that. Yeah, we all are juggling bit little or more, and we are here to learn how to manage the things. Okay, let's come to the speech. The purpose of the speaker for this project is the member to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspire others. The purpose of the speech is for the member to inspire the audience. Timer, please note down the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best to our speaker. Thank you, and over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. And with this, I want to call upon stage another juggler. That can be a synonym for everyone I know. But when I talk about these two people, I'm telling you because they're always on top of their things in Toastmasters, at work, and everywhere else. And I'm talking about Toastmaster precisely because the way Globetrotters Toastmaster Club has grown is probably because of the executive committee that has worked behind the growth of Globetrotters Toastmasters Club and giving its true meaning to being a Globetrotter Club. So please help me welcome someone who is from pharmaceutical industry, Conco, and and managing, recently promoted to a regional manager, and also recently promoted to being the president of the Toastmasters Club, Globetrotters Toastmasters Club, and also doing so many good things and great things in his life. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Brunal. And when I asked, are you okay? This person said, chase your dreams. Because that is the topic of his speech. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Mrinal Ghosh. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Toastmaster Mrinal Ghosh.
Thank you so much. I'll just share my screen. So I'm audible, no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. My screen is visible or I am visible?
Yes, both of you.
Okay, thank you. So timer, please start timing now. Every morning, you have two choices. Continue to sleep with your dream or wake up and chase your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, dear fellow Toastmaster and guest, we all have dreams. We all are lions in our inner world. But how you act, that is important. I'll just share a small quote from Sachin Tendulkar. Chase your dreams, but make sure you don't find any shortcut. Another person's I great admire, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dreams is not what you see in sleep. It's thing which doesn't let you sleep. We take care of that. So that's the real meaning of it. I just, each and every one of you, just close your eyes and think, what is your dream in life? Why chasing dreams is important. How do you chase your dreams? What happens when you chase your dreams? And how do you help someone to chase their dreams? I know we all are dreamers. Dreams is a very strong word, but if you achieve that, it's a lot of pain. You fall down many times, but whenever you fall, try to come back to fall forward. That's what you're aiming for that. So just think for a minute what you are doing in your life, how you achieve that. So these are the tips you can chase your dreams. Write down what you are, write down what you are doing in your accomplishment. What are the things you are doing right now? So I'll just show you. So this is my journal. I regularly follow it. This is for your track your performance on day-to-day basis. Habits for a healthier you, habits for a wealthier you, habits for a wiser you. Whatever you want to, you just write it down. This is very much powerful. Why I'm telling like that? If you write down your accomplishment and share your closest one, the success rate is 76%. And if you're not doing that, success rate is 90%. That's already there from Harvard Business School review. Create a vision board is important. Wherever you stay in your room should be your dream. Whatever dream you have, some pictorial form, some visual form, or that should always there in your mind, like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam told. Dreams that not sleepy. That's important. You should have an eagle eye like a vision. You know, eagle is always you fresh meat. So that kind of focus approach is required to create a business model. And then is required break down into each of your goals into smaller steps. Why I'm telling like that? Eat the big elephant, like, just cut it down into pieces, and which are the most important, that part you use first. So that's I'm talking about is very much important. What are the most important tasks you have for the day? Do it first, that job, and rest part will take care of you. Stay positive, even with setbacks. In our life, setbacks definitely happen. Failure definitely happen. If you success one time, failure happen 100 times, 200 times, even thousands times. And this is applicable for each of us, even those who are highly successful people across the globe. So if you fall down, try to fall forward rather than backward. Then you should learn. Learn from failure and adjust your tune accordingly. So this is a very crucial stage. Now I'm talking about next part. Who am I? You will see me. Let me share my story. This is a photo when I was in the college. I don't know what all about dressing sense. I don't know how to connect with each one of us. Even I don't know how to speak in English, or even I'm talking about any other language. Such kind of introversion person I was there. And this photo when I was just started my career in the corporate world. And this, who am I? Why I'm telling like that? This part is important. I learned basic letter of ABC in the class 5. Very poor in English throughout my study. Although I'm strong in the science subject, all the subject, but I'm very much weak in English language throughout my study. Very nervous during exam time. Fever definitely come during exam time. Such kind of persons I was during my study time. Stammering problem is there till I study in class 10. It's very common. Never travel outside West Bengal. till graduations. Till graduation, I was travel only in West Bengal. First time I traveled with flight after my first job. Who am I? Although I'm not achieved so much thing, but till now I already travel more than 14 countries, travel across the country. So these are some pictures when I was there in the Paris, Dubai, Singapore, or Vatican City, and I achieved a lot of awards, becoming the best performer of my company. And now I am one of the main persons for my company who take care of the responsibility for the eastern part of India. But my dream is that I should be move forward. Last year I faced a lot of travel, lot of struggle, but I believe one thing: if you are in the right direction, nobody can stop you. I believe one quote from Steve Jobs: "Stay hungry, stay foolish." What do you think, Toastmaster Shruti?
We can't hear you, Shruti.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I was saying I'm going to say and stay with the usual fact that I'm hungry and I'm foolish. Let's stay with that for the rest of our lives. And this applies to everyone, each one of us. And this brings me to that one thought that I am going to share again, basis the speech that we have heard from Miranal, that we all move forward in life, and it is what we strive for. Today, I am in 2023, and in 2027, probably I want to have certain materialistic goals, certain personal goals, certain spiritual goals, certain heavenly goals. I don't know. Life can take you anywhere, right? So we have goals, but the only thing that we forget while jotting down these goals or while working towards these goals, that checking into ourselves, that have we lost ourselves? Who are we? Who are we keeping that essence of that person, of that Mrinal who was still nervous in class 5, or of that Jennifer who was a little girl back in some time, and maybe she was shy, maybe she was very upfront, I don't know. Maybe that Kamal who was not happy with his name, and he was like Komal and whatnot, but now someone who is proud of what they have become, and someone who can represent their nation in front of countries, someone who is winning accolades. But have you lost that essence of that small child that you were? So never lose that person while making this another new individual out of your own personality. And I'm sure many of you agree with me that whenever we meet our old friends, they say, "Oh, tu bahut badal gaya yaar. You've changed a lot." How many of us have heard this? I have. I have heard this with my friends, and more of these situations happen when I meet them after a long time, or probably the path that we both of us have taken is very different. Someone has grown in a different direction, and that is where this gap occurs. And when I say probably to some people, or they say to me that you have changed a lot, but what has happened actually? We have displaced from that position where we were, and we have grown into a slightly different individual, if not better or if not worst. So with this thought, I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to still ask you, some of you, that how are you feeling right now? Swarnava, how do you feel right now?
So I feel quite motivated after hearing the speech. Yeah.
Wow, very nice, very nice. And I want to ask Madhurima, how do you feel right now, Madhurima? I know that you have joined this meeting after as the Toastmaster for the first time. Madhurima, are you here with us?
Yes. Yeah, today
How
I'm
do
the
you
first.
feel?
Yeah, I'm feel good right now.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Madhurima. So everyone is feeling quite motivated, and I'll be doing these regular check-ins with all of you. And please stay tuned until the last section of the meeting. And with this, we will move forward to the next section, which is very, very exciting. And the section that I really love is related to life. And I heard in the Toastmaster magazine, I read it there, that life is a series of table topics, because life brings you these impromptu situations and you are asked to react or respond to these situations. And these table topics are a miniature, bonsai of our life situations that bring in. And I love the topics that come up in table topics, and you're able to, you're allowed to think on your feet, say whatever that you want. And the one rule that you have to follow is at least say something in table topics, no matter related to the topic, unrelated, but just say something, don't stay mum. And for this next section, I'm going to call upon someone who is going to lead this section forward of table topics. And we have someone who is quite quiet. Okay, quite quiet. By that I mean someone who brings that calmness on stage. Whenever this person is on stage, you would feel that sense of serenity and calmness, and you feel that life should. I want to live in this moment. This is the feeling that I have for this person. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Mobini Das, and I want to ask her, Toastmaster Mobini, when was the last time that you asked yourself, "Are you okay, Mobini?"
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm very much happy. Again, I'm saying.
Amazing. Amazing. So please give her a huge round of applause. Over to you, Mobini, as the table topic master.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. And again, good morning to all of my dear friends, to all of you. Today, I am the table topic master. And just 1 minute ago, our Toastmaster of the day said that Toastmaster really concerned for our impromptu skill. And that's why this table topic section is here. And through this table topic session, we can improve our 4 important skills. First is critical listening skill, on-spot thinking. Third is organizing your thought. Fourth is speech delivering skill. So, moving forward, I would like to request to all the speakers, please use the word of the day, concern, which our grammarian Toastmaster Madhusudan ji just chatted and told initially in the meeting. For the meeting, for this session, the time is for each table topic speech 1 to 2 minutes. I would like to request to all the speakers, please speak at least for 1 minute. Otherwise, you can be disqualified. And it's my urge to all of you, please participate. Okay, now I would like to start. Please volunteer yourself. I will sure that you all will enjoy a lot. Okay, first is our Toastmaster Sharnabu. Okay, and your topic is please choose. There are 8 topics. You have to choose one number. Then I will.
So just tell me which topic is the more simplest one.
Okay. No. You have to choose among 1 to 8. Anyone.
So then give me 6. It's my lucky number, I guess.
Okay. The Toastmaster Sarnabo, suppose a magic stick will be given to you for a day. You will be allowed to do everything that you want. What will you do? Suppose a magic stick will be given to you for a day. You will be allowed to do everything that you want. What will you do, Toastmaster Sharnabo?
Okay, so thanks a lot. So suppose in the morning, when I just woke up, just beside my bed, I saw a stick just lying down on my table, literally. And I was quite amazed that what the hell is this? Beside my bed, who the hell have kept a stick? I am literally amazed and surprised and perplexed. I don't know what to do with this. I'm thinking, literally, what the hell? Does my father put me this? Literally, he wants to beat me up or what? Or why for the stick is there beside my bed? Because this is a new thing towards me. Then I come to figure it out after a moment. OMG, this is a magic stick. I'm quite curious and surprised. Literally, I have got my hands on a magic stick right now. What should I do with it? Then I took a moment of pause. Then I wrote a list that concerns me the most, and I write down all the things in my life that concerns the most of me. I started writing down, and there were hundreds of things right now I want to change in my life. And I'm thinking that what should I do? What should I not? What should I do? What should I not? I'm little surprised, and I don't know what should I do even eventually. So the biggest fear of my life is public speaking. Being a stammerer from childhood, still now I do suffer from stammering. But people ask me, man, you don't feel like a stammerer. But why do you say that you are a stammerer? Yes, I'm do a stammerer. So my first biggest concern is public speaking. How do I represent myself? So I would use that stake to change my concern and to change my stammering and to become a better public speaker. Then my next concern, being a lawyer, to I want to win my cases in front of a judge. How do I present myself in front of a judge? So that is my other concern. So then I would use that stake to change my that concern too. But literally at the moment of thought, the thought came to my mind, will changing my concern will change my life? That strikes me. So about that, what do you think, the table topic master? Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And you are done fabulously. And for me, as being the researcher, I was also, if I have the magic stick, I will do with you. Like, I also want to
Okay.
develop my skills.
Okay.
Though I am in Toastmaster for a year, but still there are some of lacking my speeches, my uh, voice modulations, and there are lots of skills I have to develop. I am here to for this. And
Yeah.
moving the next topic, Toastmaster Arindam Da. And 2 is off, but you can choose from 1 to 8, any other except 2.
Except 2.
Yeah.
So I want to choose 1.
Toastmaster Arindam, if you are very much hungry, but you don't have money, you saw only a pizza shop inside the road, what will you do? You are very much hungry, but you don't have money. You saw only a pizza shop inside a road. What will you do? Toastmaster Arindam Mishra.
Damn it. Why did I forget my purse? What to do? I have left my phone also at the home. Sir, can I get a phone, please? No, I am at rush. Why do you want my phone? Are you going to steal it? And I'm like scanning around, looking here and there, amid the streets. I can see a lot of car bustling by, and I do not know what to do. And then I see that right small pizza shop there. Let me go there. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos who bootstraps and travels around the world asking, sir, can you please give me a lift to go there? Let me ask him, sir, can you please give me a slice of pizza? Because I am hungry, my home is few kilometers away, and I need to eat. So I go there, applies the same tactics. And what do the receptionists suggest? Shoo, 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 go away. You, being such a young man, do not have money? First start earning, then come eating. But I say, come on, please, I'm really hungry and I do earn. I do not have even the phone so that I can pay you through UPI. Please, just do give me a slice. I will pay it back tomorrow, please. And they say, really, how can we trust you? At that point of time, I realized that even if for a slice of food or anything in life, the biggest key is trust. If you can win people with your trust without even a penny on your pocket, you can travel the world. So, what I did was to say that you won't regret filling my stomach for the day, because next day when I come, I will ensure that you fill your stomach for the rest of the month by paying the money through which you get your salary. And he loved my justification, I believe, or maybe I am a good persuader. So with that, he gave me a slice of pizza and I ate it. End of story. What do you think, Table Topic Master?
It was a very good tip for you. And our next participant is Toastmaster Kamal Bani. Kamal, please nominate yourself from except for 1 and 2.
Oh, I have raised my hand so that I can be visible. Actually, I have a timer for that.
Okay, no problem. Madhusudan ji, are you?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. Choose anyone.
I go with 6.
Okay. Oh, sorry. 6 was done, and 1 is done.
I go with 3.
Okay. The day your dream comes true. The day your dream comes true. Toastmaster Madhusudan.
Oh, when I woke up today morning, yesterday I had a dream. I have won crores of rupees in a lottery. Then my joy knew no bounds, because I have never heard or seen such a huge amount coming to me. Oh, I can do this. I can travel around the world. I can give some to amount in charity. And I can also become popular with money. Money is everything in today's world. But alas, afterwards, I thought it is only a dream. Dreams are necessary for us to move us forward. What concern all of us will have if they don't have dream? You have to dream to make our dream a reality in the long run. We may have a dream today as for joining Toastmaster to become better communicators, to become better persons, to become noteworthy of ourselves. Does it not concern all Toastmasters? I hope. Over to you.
You're on mute.
So I think that you are on mute, madam. Yeah.
Okay, so, thank you. My dear friends, please nominate yourself. There are 3 topics still left there. Okay, I'm going to Anushka. Are you there? Anushka?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
I'm a guest.
Okay. Okay. There are more topics. Left 1, 3, and 6. Please choose anyone other than 1, 3, and 6.
I would choose 4.
Okay. One day, during gardening, you found a big box of gold coin. One day, during gardening, you found a big box of gold coin. What can be your reaction, Anushka?
Okay, so I'm really tired, and let me finish the gardening stuff soon, and I can go to my room and have a glass of cold water. And I'm plowing through the soil, and I find this huge box. So I just open it with a lot of difficulty, and to my surprise, I find it's filled with gold coins, and I just shout, "Mom! Mom, look what I found!" And she's like, What happened?" And then I show it to her, and she's like, "Oh my god, how did you find it? Where did you find it? Did someone give it to you?" And I was like, "No, I was just doing this gardening stuff and I found it." And she's like, "We should report it to the police." But I said, "Mom, can we just take a part of it and enjoy it for ourselves, please?" And she says, "No, it's not ours, so we can't take it, right?" So, and after a lot of yeas and nays, I finally agree to her, and then we go to the police station and report it to the police. So that's how I reacted.
Thank you, Anushka. It was a great speech from you. And due to time constraint, we have to stop our table topic session. And thanks to all the participants. And I'd like to back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shruti Srivastava. Shruti Di. Hello, Toastmaster Shruti. Hello, Toastmaster Shruti.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat this once?
Want to give the podium.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Movini. And I also see Jainend. Okay. Okay, with this, we move forward towards the end of this meeting, and I would also like to call upon stage our next section. And before I move forward, I want to ask Jainendra, do you want to say something? Toastmaster Jainendra?
He raised his hand for the table topics.
Yeah, I actually raised my hand for table topic. I don't know whether you have to nominate yourself. This is my first Toastmaster meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Jainendra. I think
we can give him a table topics, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Then please you choose a number.
I choose 8. Number 8.
He told
Number 8. Okay. Listen to your heart or listen to your brain. What is your opinion, Toastmaster Janendra?
Good morning, all of you. So listen to your heart and listen to your brain. I think this is one of the most most difficult options to choose from, because we have faced this situation all through our life. Our heart during our school days, that we wanted to choose an stream, whether science or commerce. Our brain says that you need to go for one stream that gives you maximum reward from that option. So this is one of the dilemmas that we go through each and every day of our life, and we have to choose it from. The one thing that I find is most important is the purpose of what you want to do. I think there are no shortcuts to success. One has to go through the grind of what you want to do. And the most important thing is that even if you go with if even if you go with one of the options, whether be it brain or whether be it your heart, I think your heart takes a precedence, because uh, what happens is that even if you apply your brain and choose one, and where your passion is not there, then I think you will not be able to do justice, and the purpose will not be served. I remember one quote which I use quite often is that our greatest glory is not it's our greatest glory is not uh, uh, finding obstacles, but in rising every time you fall. So this is one of the important thing that you have to always look while you want to choose any one of the options. And what's better if you do it with purpose and with full of your heart, and you will always be successful if you go with your heart. So try and do each and every of your task with full of your heart, even if your brain is not giving you full support. So that is what my opinion is. Thank you.
It was a good take. And now we want to move forward, and I would like to back our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Movani. And this was a beautiful example of how
You are not audible.
No, not
Actually, your mic
Can
is
you
mute.
hear me now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Now,
You all just want me to shut up, no? Which is why you all just fool me saying I'm not audible. Simply.
It's still going on now. 1st April is everyone is saying that 1st April is still going on.
I know. So I was
Yeah.
saying thank you so much, Pooja Mota, for lightening up the environment. I'm saying that this was a beautiful example that we just saw, that Toastmaster Janendra did not give up. He said, I raised my hand. I wanted to attempt for table topics. So beautiful job done, Toastmaster Janendra. And the way distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer intervened and said, let's give him a table topic. And that is also that you should give chances to people, right, when they want to speak up. So that is another brilliant take. And what I'm trying to say here is that we do not need to read huge, big, fat books to find examples or to find motivation and inspiration. It is all around us. We just need to have that lens. And you can have that lens only when you feel okay, only when you feel sane enough, only when you are in your system. And I'm telling this as much as to you, as much as to myself, because I tend to be anxious by Mondays. I tend to, have things running in my head like to-do list, tick, 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 and I have to do these many things. And probably most of us. But we need to also stay present in the moment. And this is what I want all of us to do for a moment, that just stay calm for the probably just next 30 seconds, and keep your right hand on your chest, in the middle of your chest, and just feel that your heart, your chest, rising up and sinking in with your control on your breath. Thank you so much, all of you. And I'm sure controlling your breath, controlling your own system always makes us feel calmer. And that is what we just did. And I wish this was in a physical setup. This exercise would have been really beautiful. And with this, we move forward to the next section, which is not a section that will put you on the spot, first of all. For the first time speakers who are here, that is a section to help you become a better speaker, to help you, if not a better speaker, to help you bring out your stories with all that intensity that you have in your heart. So please help me welcome the general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer Helen Ghosh on stage, as who will be taking care of the next section. Over to you, Jenny ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shruti. And we're not going to waste any time, because I am concerned that we may be running a little too late in this session. We'll straight dive into the evaluation section with our evaluators. So I'd like to invite evaluator 1, Arindam Mishra, to please come forward and give us the evaluation for Kankan Goswami. Over to you, Arindam.
Much, general evaluator, ma'am. Every rose is beautiful in itself, and I want to congratulate Toastmaster Konko on accomplishing his ice-breaking speech, because I do believe that it was no less than a rose. Now, what is the beautiful part of a rose? Is the petals. So let me talk about the petals of your rose. In this case, your speech. It was quite straight up to the point, very crisp, and I felt like I am listening to a beautiful biodata in a very interactive way. You defined your title very well. You said about the subtopics very well, namely science, superstition, economics, devil's dance, and whatnot. And what I loved most is you analogized it properly in the current context with a lot of phrases that really touched my mind and heart, of course. What I really love is it was such an informative speech with good use of data that I have not heard for a long time, especially in an icebreaker, of course. And that made your speech really stand out. Now, coming to the thorns. Now, people love to say that I love rose. Rose is my best flower. But rose cannot be fulfilled without its thorns, right? So let me come to those thorns. In this case, your commendations, or sorry, the recommendations that you might want to work on. First of all, while you give your speech, do ensure, if it is possible, that you stand up and talk. Because while you're sitting, we cannot actually judge or expect your spaces that you are in. Next, while you are talking about the title of your speech, as an audience, as to your evaluator and the target audiences, you should ensure that you define that title at the very first moment so that we are at a grasp of what you're going to say. And the biggest thing is the purpose of your project was for you to introduce yourself as a speaker to your club and understand the basic structures of a public speech. Throughout the speech, I felt that that was somewhere off the spot. You're talking about different topics that you loved or indulged in, but we wanted to know who you are as a person, as a Toastmaster. Why did you join Toastmasters fraternity? So, to top it all, to sum it up all, I would say life is full of challenges. A speech is also full of challenges. So, challenge yourself more with all the feedbacks that I have provided and be more expressive in your tone so that you bloom very properly and everybody vies for you that I want to pick you up. I want to pick you up, and your speech goes to the next level. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Arindam. That was a very spot on evaluation, very empathetic, I must say. Absolutely beautifully defined as a rose and then giving him petals. And maybe the evaluation, a critical evaluation that you gave him in terms of feedback could have been the thorns. So don't miss out on that. Otherwise, everything was beautifully, beautifully said. And I would just request Kankan to please take this evaluation forward. In terms of time, you overshot time a lot, and you need to understand that here we at Toastmasters are always helping our associates or our fellow Toastmasters to be aware of time management, because that is going to help you a lot, not only here in Toastmasters but in your life ahead. So just take that a little bit more constructive. Okay, thank you so much. Let's give them all a very, very big round of applause. I'd like to call upon our second speaker's evaluator, that is Toastmaster Shushmita Samanta. and she will be evaluating Minal Kanti Ghosh's speech. Shushmita, the stage is yours. May I please request you to spotlight the speaker as well, because we need the speakers and the evaluators to be spotlighted when they are giving feedback. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Set your goals, make your plans, and chase your dreams. Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. What a motivational, inspiring speech it was. Your topic was absolutely great when you were delivering a speech on inspiring your audience. It was really motivational, and you told clearly how we can chase our dreams. Then your story, we all could connect, like how you overcome the barrier of spoken English and where you are standing here delivering your speech on level 3. Very good example. Also, you gave example of our beloved ex-president APJ Abdul Kalam and Sachin Tendulkar. So we could connect. We all love them. So it was very good connect. And comfort level, you are always comfortable with your speech. When you were delivering the speech, it was so flawless, kind of so comfortable. Hats off. Now, while chasing the dreams, we will have obstacles and we need to overcome that and work on that. So my recommendations for you will be, like, initially you started, am I visible, am I audible? Once Toastmaster of the day hand over the podium to you, please try to avoid that. Try to make sure before that, like, if you are absolutely audible or visible. At one point of time, you are presenting few things and there are 5 or 6 set of questions, and when you are delivering a speech, that also within a 5 to 7 minute of span, so many questions, you had a questions but you could not ask to the audience. Instead, confined with 1 or 2 questions, ask them, wait for the reply. That would have been great. You could do that. And coming to the eye contact, your eye contacts were there, but I felt you were juggling at some point of time to manage the presentation and delivering the speech. So you were looking here and there kind of. So it will be great if you can avoid that too. And coming to the point, interest. So when you were delivering the speech, I felt more of a like you were a teacher and we were listening to you, that kind of. Instead, it could have been little bit of conversational and little bit of more stories about you, how you have chased your dreams. You have lots of stories, like what are the obstacles you have faced. If you could have tell more about that, we could have connect more. So overall, it was a motivational speech with an inspiring, like how we can achieve our dreams, but with little more audience connection and little more about your personal stories from life, which could have inspired us. With all those things, you will be chasing your dreams of becoming a great speaker. Thank you, and over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so very much, Sushmita. That was a fantastic, spot on evaluation, let me tell you. Very nice opening, very nice body, and a beautiful conclusion where you were able to sum up all the advantages of the speak and all the not so good points of the speak. So I think Minal has got a lot of feedback. My only feedback to Minal would be that sometimes you could also give speeches without a presentation, because whenever I have seen you, you're always taking help from a presentation to give your speech. So somehow I feel your speaking transitions do not come out that very well. So if you want to be able to connect with your audience, like Shushmita said, then some personalized stories, some personalized examples where you fell forward and where you lifted yourself up, so that we could have also connected with you and been able to take that as an inspiring, personalized story from your side and work with our own challenges in life. But on the whole, a fantastic presentation and speech. But as she said, juggle it better so that you don't feel as though it's two individual things. And the seamless transition between the two would really make that difference. Let's all put our hands together and give both the speaker and the evaluator A big round of applause. And for Shushmita, let me tell you, you're a great evaluator. I love your evaluation. Your timing was just perfect. I mean, by the time you came into giving the feedback, you were not even right on your green card. Just then it flashed on. So perfect timing, I would say. You keep enough time in your hand so that you could summarize the whole thing. And I think, I can learn a lot from you in that aspect. Beautiful evaluation. Well done. Very well. All right. So let's come now back to my role players. So today I'm going to ask my role players to come and let us know what each and every one had done in terms of time, the R counter, grammarian, and the active listener of the session today. So while I'm speaking as the general evaluator, if I call upon the timer, I would request that the timer be spotlighted with me. So let's come to Kamal. Kamal, can you please give us the timing for each and every participant in the meeting? Thank you. Can we spotlight Kamal also?
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I would like to present my report by sharing my screen. I think my screen is visible. Okay. So here is the report for today's meeting. In prepared speech section, Toastmaster Konka took time more than the specified time. He took 11 minutes and 22 seconds. Toastmaster Minan was spot at the time 7 minutes and 30 seconds. In the evaluation section, Toastmaster Arindam 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Toastmaster Sushmita 3 minutes and 11 seconds. In the table topic section, Toastmaster Sharnavo took 2 minutes 11 seconds. Toastmaster Arindam took 2 minutes 29 seconds. Toastmaster Madhusudan took 1 minute and 19 seconds. Guest Anushka took 1 minute 23 seconds, and Toastmaster Jainandra 2 minutes 25 seconds. Except Toastmaster Kanka, everyone was qualified and eligible for voting. This is my report. Thank you, and over to you, Madam.
Thank you so much. Let's give him a big round of applause. If you had not kept such meticulous time, I don't think we would have had such an effective meeting. So thank you very much, Kamal, for that. Well done. All right. Now I'd like to call upon our counter, Kshitij, to please tell us what he has captured for us today in the meeting. Over to you, Kshitij.
Yeah, thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for the evaluation. Okay, so I can just go over the evaluations. So starting with the Toastmaster of the day, TM Toastmaster Shruti, she had 3 hours and 2 ums. Even distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer, you had 2 hours in the introduction that I saw. TM Konka Goswami had 7 hours, 6 ums, and a few other during the speech. And there was a repetition of ands a lot during the speech. There were 4 ands that I could capture. Toastmaster Mrinal did a really good job at his prepared speech, and there were only 2 occurrences of the phrase "so" in the speech. Toastmaster Swarnava during the table topic did a really, it was a really amazing topic that he chose and spoke about it. And he only had 1 occurrence of "so." Although there were repetitions of a few phrases like literally and what the hell, a lot of times, what the hell being 4 times and literally being twice, repeated twice. Toastmaster Arindam had only 1 occurrence of so and 1 occurrence of like, and there was also, being said once. Toastmaster Madhusudan had no repetitions or no filler words during his table topic, which I guess we should all learn from Toastmaster Madhusudan on that. Guest Anushka Maji had 4 occurrences of so and there were 4 like, and that's the only 2 phrases that I could capture during her table topic. Toastmaster Janendra during the table topic, he had 5 ums and 2 so's, and there were some other phrases that I could capture. So, for example, "and" was said twice, was said twice. Toastmaster Sushmita during her evaluation said "so" twice and "like" twice. That's it for the evaluation from my end as the R counter. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that wonderful report. Let's give him a big round of applause, guys. All right. So coming back, we will go now straight to our grammarian, Madhusudan. Madhusudan, can you please take us through your report? Thank you.
Thank you, madam. The first speaker used the words healthy, wealthy, and happy, which all of us present here want. Those were the choicest three words I liked most. And prepared speaker, Toastmaster Mrinal. Sentence quoted, of course, she has displayed a background. Stay positive even with setbacks. So all of us must have positive mindset, and that sentence is worth of repeating in day-to-day of life. So once we are upset, we should set up and move towards our goals. Then coming to this, what you call this usage of the word of the day, concern. It was used by you as well, and table topic master Mobani Das, and table topic speaker one used several times, and Toastmaster of the day also used once.
Twice.
And myself, because put into practice what you preach, I used. Over to you, madam.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Madhusudan. That was a great report. Now, I would just like to give a little bit of feedback to my team as the timer, counter grammarian, before I come to the active speaker is, you guys have given your report in a very beautiful way, but I want you to also sort of connect with our speakers, be a little empathetic with them and say that it really doesn't matter if today you're a little over time, but I'm sure, next time you're going to be spot on in terms of time. Or if a person has not used the word of the day, keep encouraging on the chat that please use the word of the day, please use the word of the day. When you keep encouraging, then people remember, oh, yes, the word of the day is pretty easy. Why can't I do it? Or rather, if you're an counter, you could always say that, no worries. You did so many repetition of words, or you have done so many usage of so's and ands. But I'm sure because I have highlighted this to you, it's going to stay in your mind and you are going to be able to overcome this gradually. It takes time, but it can always be achieved. So something like this would really help encourage our speakers to even do better the next time they come here. On that note, I'd like to invite our active listener, Pooja Mata, to please come forward and tell us what she has for us.
Hello, once again, good morning, everyone. So everyone get ready for the amazing sessions. So here are my few questions. Janendra told about bad habits. Which bad habit we should leave?
Smoking.
Sorry?
Smoking.
Yeah. Whom Shruti said the 8 wonders of the world?
DTM Jennifer.
Sorry?
Evaluator. Distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer, our general
Yeah.
evaluator.
Yeah. Minal posted a video. Over there, one photo was there. Chase your dreams, but make sure you don't find shortcuts. First, whose photos was there? And the second, whose photos were there?
First photo was of APJ Abdul Kalam. Second was Sachin Tendulkar, and the quote is from Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam General. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Pooja. That was fantastic. Let's give it up for all my team members. Loud and loud. Let's keep that energy going. Fantastic. I'll quickly dive into all the. Firstly, I'll come to the table topic speakers because it's very important that we give them some feedback and encourage them to come forward and speak more often. So we had Moboni Das, who was the table topic master. Moboni, you came out with some very beautiful table topics, which were pretty situational in terms of the theme. And I really enjoyed that because I felt it gave all our speakers a lot of scope for using creativity. And hence, I think the table topics was beautifully done. You had prepared yourself well. I'm so happy to see your growth, Mobuli, and I want you to keep on doing these roles again and again so that you can also go to the next level in your journey. Yeah. So the first topic was about a magic stick, and it was given to Sarvana, and I think Sarvana has taken that beautifully. The
Actually, my name
introduction,
is Swarnavo.
Sarvano. Okay, Sarvano. Thank you. Is it ending with an O?
No, actually, yeah, no, actually, the pronunciation is Swarnavo.
Ah, okay. Even though the spelling is A.
Yeah.
Ah, got it, Sarvano. Please excuse me for wrong pronunciation with terms to Bengali names. It's pretty complicated for me at times, even though I was married to a Bengali for 38 years. So please pardon me for that. I would say that Sarvano's introduction was like a story. He started immediately in a very beautiful story manner that I woke up and saw this steak and I wonder whether my father kept it there to beat me. Very enthusiastic, very excited to speak. I felt the way he spoke was conversational and great examples he used in terms of the stick and how it could be used in his life to change things. But he said that a good moral also I thought was there because as he also said that always we can't use a magic stick. I'm using my own paraphrasing. A magic stick cannot help us in that way. We need to help ourselves, then only the magic sticks could actually help us. This is what I felt was the moral behind it. So thank you for that. In the conclusion could have been much better, Sarvano, because I felt that as soon as you saw that red card, you stopped and handed it back to the table topics master. So maybe you could have wrapped up the whole table topics in a better way so that you could come out more with your story about the magic stick. So let's give him a big round of applause because I think this is a very good start to your journey as a speaker. And every time you come for a table topic, this is going to only add value to you. Our next table topic speaker was Orindam. Hungry but no money, go to a pizza shop. What will you do? And Orindam had a great opening. I mean, just see the creativity. I left my purse at home. And I would never have thought of that. I would have said, oh my God, where am I? I have no money. I was just thinking how beautifully he just came with that thought that I left my purse at home. And then he came with a beautiful moral as to how trust is so important. And if you don't have trust in people, people will not be able to help you at all. So it was really lovely. A little detour here and there, which I felt did not make sense in the topic, but overall, a very, very good take on the topic. So let's give him also a big round of applause. Thank you, Arindam, for that beautiful topic. And then we had topic number 3, which was done by Madhusudan. The day your dream came true, or the day your dream comes true. Madhusudhan, as usual, we know he's a great speaker, and he immediately came out with that fantastic thought of winning a crore of rupees in a lottery. Uh, the creativity here is I connected it immediately with my father-in-law who used to every day buy a lottery ticket and put it under his mattress. And it was so nice to hear about what he would do with that money. He would travel, he would give some to charity, and then he would become very popular. My God, money makes you popular because if you have money, he says, you are everything in today's world. Then he did come into dreams and how it moves us forward. If we do not have dreams, he says we cannot achieve reality. So great thinking here. Great take on the topic, Madhushadan. We the example of why we joined Toastmaster. Here was something which was a value add for all our Toastmasters listening in today, that why we all joined Toastmasters, and the personalized story about um, the Toastmasters journey and how we can improve in our Toastmasters journey was really, really an added value here in your table topic. So great job done, Madhusudhan. Let's give him a great round of applause for that. Coming to our fourth speaker, I think we had our fourth speaker was Anushka, and she was a guest. And her topic says, during gardening, you found a big box of gold coins. What will be your reaction? And she started off beautifully. She says, even though I was so tired, I needed to finish the garden. And there, while she was in her tired state doing, it was like a picture scene for me. I could literally see her in the garden, digging in spite of her tiredness, and then suddenly coming across this box. And immediately she yells to her mother and she gets into a role play. So that was fabulous for me, because she and her mom, they had a great conversation between them. And even though she wanted to keep that money for herself, her mother showed her the true value of how we should not take something that doesn't belong to us and keep it for ourselves. Rather, we should go and report it to the police station. So, Anushka, I must say that as a first timer speaking on a table topic, you were beautiful. I loved your voice. It has such a sing song attitude to it, and it came out so beautifully when, because you had that role play with your mom. So well done here, guys. Let's give her a big round of applause. I don't see many cameras on and I'm feeling quite demotivated. I am using all my energy to be here today. I would request everybody to switch on their cameras. And our last speaker was Jay Indra. He spoke, listen or to your heart or to your brain. And oh my God, even though he came in last, I thought his table topics was so relatable, because at times we all struggle. Do I think with my brain or do I think with my heart? What do I do? And he chose to think with his heart. He talked about dilemmas that we have in life, where he gave examples as when we are choosing our the subjects in school, whether it should be science, whether it should be commerce. And he also spoke of it that you have to work hard in everything you do, and there are no shortcuts to success, because at the end, if you take shortcuts, your purpose will never be met. I love the way he concluded with that quote, which was, greatest glory is not finding obstacles but raising every time you fail. So fantastic table topic. I think you can go a long way. Keep on coming in, keep on speaking. Come on, guys, put your hands together for all the 5 table topics. Wonderful. So we had a very interesting meeting, I must say. The meeting started extremely late because we were waiting in for one member. But anyway, I would just like to inform our presiding officer that however late members come in, we should not be waiting for them. We should immediately start the meeting and get somebody to start. In fact, the presiding officer or maybe the VP education can just step in to take up these roles and ensure that members are not waiting and losing out on their beautiful Sunday. They have reserved 2 hours for this meeting and they should go back after 2 hours. Our Sergeant at Arms, I think, beautifully opened the meeting thereafter. She was keeping on enthusiastically saying, should I open? Should I open? But then she had to wait some more time to open the meeting. Eventually, when she did open, she had a beautiful story about how 2nd of April is World Autism Day, and how the theme of the autism, transforming the reality. Did I get that correct, Mobuni? It was correct, yeah. So very nice. And what I loved about her is that she was able to state all the factors of the meeting, the protocols, the rules that an SAA should do in a very effective way. If I had to give you a feedback, you said that those who do not want to switch on their videos, it's all right. but those who switch on their videos have to be well, presented in front of the video. So that was good. But in a virtual platform, you do not give that liberty for people to switch off their videos. We would rather like people to switch on their videos so that when speakers are speaking, they get enthused to see everybody there on the screen, right? So that's my only recommendation. For presiding officer Mrinal Kanti Ghosh, beautiful topic. Why we have lack of motivation and we are not able to achieve our goal. It had so much of connection with his speech also. And then he asked questions from everybody in the audience. Beautiful. Mrinal, if I had to, I think your introduction to all the new members happened before the meeting started, but it could have happened when the meeting started, because then we also get to know and hear about the new members who are joining your meeting, and it would have been a really spot on introduction as the presiding officer. Well done, Mrinal. Beautiful, I must say. T-Mod Shruti Srivastava. What can I say about this girl? This girl is like a dream. She's beautiful to look at, and when she speaks, she's even more beautiful because she's so articulate in whatever she says. Even if she's not prepared, she seems like she's prepared. And everything that she has introduced today, of course, she did not introduce the sections very well because she only introduced this prepared speeches, and then she did not introduce what is the table topic or what is going to happen in the GE section. Maybe because she was a little hurried for time and she came in late, so she was a little flustered there. But otherwise, she did a fantastic job. She kept the meeting held together. She introduced everyone in a spectacular manner. When you get such introduction, you feel so motivated and you push towards your goal to achieve in the club level when you're coming in for a meeting. So well done, Shruti. If I had to give one little bit of feedback to Shruti, it would have been on time management, because as the host of the meeting, she is the person who has to see how the meeting is being tied together in terms of time management. Because even if I have to leave out some of my script, I will do that so that we can bring the meeting back on course. As you know, the first speaker took nearly 11 minutes, and that was shooting over time by about 4 to 5 minutes. So we needed to bring the meeting back on track due to that overshoot of time. But otherwise, a fantastic session by T-Mod of the day. Let's put it together for our Sergeant at Arms, our presiding officer, and the Toastmaster of the morning. And I think I have covered everyone in this meeting. If I haven't, I do apologize, but I'd like to quickly hand it back to our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Shruti, the stage is all yours. Thank you guys for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Jenny ma'am. And all that you do for us, all that you have in you, the influence and the motivation that you give us, I want to just salute you. If it was a physical setup, I probably would have stood up on a chair or a table and to just clap for you. And for those of you who have not seen distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer in a physical setup, the way she the way she infuses the entire room with her energy is something which can charge you up, something which will motivate you to stay in Toastmasters and to always work towards your goal. And our goals can be different. Someone wants to become a better leader, someone wants to manage time better, someone wants to capture the attention of the audience and set the stage on fire. But more or less, we all of us, what we want is that when we look into that mirror every day, probably for looking at our hair, kajal, lipstick, whatever, when we look into that mirror, we are proud of ourselves. And that is what I want you, all of you, to do as an action item after this meeting. That when you look into the mirror today, April 2, 2023, you say, hey, Sushmita, I'm proud of you. Hi, Mrinal, I'm proud of you. Hello, Jennifer, I'm so proud of for what you have done for yourself. On no one else, not your child, not your partner, not your friends, just you. and which is why I want to ask, are you okay? And with this, I want to close this section. And this was your action item. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. And quickly, I would want to hand it over to our closing presiding officer, Toastmaster Sushmita Shamanto. Over to you, Sushmita.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Let's the upload flowing for a few more times. What a wonderful session today and what a wonderful topic. And thank you once again for giving us such a great action item. Yeah, self-love is always great. It's not becoming selfish. If we love ourselves first, then only we can love others. I guess you all are waiting for the winner list. Please vote as soon as possible to finalize the list. Till that time, I would like to get some feedback from none other than our district mentor, DTM Jennifer, ma'am. Please share your feedback. You have already shared lots of
I have
feedback.
shared a lot of
but
feedback.
yeah, I know. But
no more
still
spotlighting Jennifer ma'am because Jennifer ma'am really doesn't like so much of spotlight. But all I can say, I've really enjoyed this meeting and thank you so much, Minal, for calling me in as the GE today. I normally never say yes, but somehow I managed to be free on this Sunday and I managed to come here because Saturday, Sundays, there is always some personal thing going on with me. So that's why I'm not able to join. But I'm so happy I joined, Shushmita. It has been a pleasure being here. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being you.
Thank you, thank you. Now I will like to ask from know from Toastmaster Jainendra. He has joined you. So did GTC meet the expectation? Toastmaster Jainendra, just a couple of lines from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the intent of me joining Toastmasters was to overcome my stage fear and all public speaking. And I think all of the Toastmasters, the madam, and the guidance that and the feedback that we get on the spot, I think it's absolutely brilliant. And looking forward to have a association and learning constantly going forward. So thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jainendra. And as our delicious lunch is waiting, I will announce the winner list. Anyone first? The best speaker, any guess? But I don't think we need a guess here. There were two speakers, one was disqualified, and the best speaker is none other than our president, Toastmaster Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Thank you. Now let's come to best evaluator, speaker evaluator. Any guess? Yeah, let me disclose. It's me only. I am touching my back. I'm proud of myself, as Shruti said. That's all. Now let's move on to best primary role player. And I guess here again, we don't need any guess. When she is here, you cannot expect anything else. Our best primary role player is none other than our general evaluator, DTM Jennifer Helen Ghosh. And now come to the best secondary role player. Yeah, I want little guesses here. We had many role players today. Please, please, please. Best secondary role player from timer, accountant, grammarian, and active listener.
Madhusudhanji.
Yeah, he is always great on stage. But today, our best secondary role player is none other than our accountant, Toastmaster Kshitij. Wow. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kshitij. And now, best table topic speaker.
Toastmaster Arindam.
Yeah, so our GTC winner, Toastmaster Arindam, is winner today also. Congratulations to Toastmaster Arindam. And we will circulate the certificates to all of you. And with this, I officially close the meeting. And after that, the room is open for chit-chatting or whatever you want.
Thank you so much, everybody, for having me here today. I'll pop in once in a while whenever I get some time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.